it's so good to see all of you this morning. And I'm really happy to see Mary and Joseph. This is your home church, huh? So listen up this morning because I've got a funny story for you. When I was 5 years old, who's 5? Anybody here 5? Anybody 6? Okay. So when I was 5, just a year younger than you, Kay, my grandma's next door neighbor had a rooster. Have you ever seen a rooster before? They can be kind of big, right? Right, Mary? Kind of colorful? Yeah. And his name was Tommy. Can you say Tommy? Now, Tommy wasn't just any rooster, okay? He was the boss of the hen house. He strutted around the neighbor's yard like he owned the whole neighborhood. And every morning before the sun even came up, Tommy would let out the loudest, what do you think? "Arr, arr, arr, arr!" And he was so loud. He woke all the neighbors, the dogs, the cats, everybody. But to me, Tommy was more than just loud. He was big and he was scary. He was a bully with beady black eyes and a sharp beak. You ever notice some birds have sharp beaks? Every night after dinner, when it was time to take the trash out, guess who was waiting for me? Yep, Tommy, that old bully. He'd hop up on the fence, puff out his chest like a superhero, tilt his head back, crow, and stare down at me, just to let me know he was in charge. So I made a plan. I'd run super fast to the garbage can, lift the lid, toss the trash, and sprint back like lightning before Tommy could even blink. But one evening, I just wasn't that fast. And old Tommy jumped down off that fence post, flapped his wings, and pecked me right on my leg. I yelped and screamed and ran inside, insisting I would never, ever take that trash out again. That Tommy just strutted around the yard. He knew he had made a big accomplishment. So proud of himself. After I stayed far away from the backyard and far, far away from Tommy, that is, until one day I looked out the window and I saw my grandma taking out the trash. Oh, my grandma, my precious grandma. But you know what? Grandma wasn't somebody to be messed with. Although she was very kind and kind of quiet too, she was really strong from doing lots of hard work all her life. Grandma walked out with the trash like it was no big deal, while Tommy watched perched on top of the fence as usual. He gave out his loudest crow, "Arr, arr, arr, arr," and hopped down off that fence and made a sharp beeline for Grandma. Oh, big mistake. Before you knew it, Grandma looked at him like he was just a feather duster, pulled back her foot, and wham! She kicked that old rooster so hard like he was a football and she was in the NFL playoffs. Tommy flew through the air, wings flapping, feathers fluttering, until he crash landed back in his own yard, looking dazed and confused. From that day on, Tommy never bothered me anymore. And you know what? I started taking out the trash again without a single worry. All my anxiety and worry disappeared. Just like that, I wasn't scared anymore because I saw that Mr. Tommy, the bully, he wasn't so tough at all. Sometimes bullies act big and tough because they think no one will stand up to them. But the moment someone like my brave, no-nonsense grandma shows them that being mean doesn't work, they back off real quick. You see, boys and girls, most bullies are mean just for fun. They get their pleasure from somebody else's pain. But you know what? They're often hurting inside. Some bullies feel weak because someone has hurt them. So they try to feel powerful by hurting others. And I think, Rhea, you and I were talking about a bully yesterday. Bullies might be jealous of a person that they're picking on. Then sometimes they want attention so that they can feel cool in front of other people. Even though these are reasons, they're not excuses. Bullying is still wrong, right? So if you ever deal with a Tommy the Rooster in your life, remember this. You don't have to face bullies alone. Ask grown-ups for help. Be brave, even if you're scared. You're stronger than you think. Boys and girls, you don't have to be scared. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. That's from Psalm 34:18. That means when we're scared, sad, or even just tired of dealing with people or roosters, God is right there with us. He listens when we pray. He helps us find smart ways to handle tough situations. And I know some of you have tough situations that you've dealt with. He even gives us the courage to run fast when we need to, and the wisdom when to know to run or to ask for help. Another Bible verse is James 1:5. If any of you lacks wisdom, you can ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault. So if someone's mean, if you're scared, or if you just don't know what to do, you can talk to God. You can say, God, please help me deal with this. Show me what to do. Help me be smart and kind and brave. And he'll help you. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll even outsmart the bully or find a grandma who knows how to handle them. So remember, you're never alone, and you're always, always loved by a very big, strong, and mighty God who knows how to handle bullies. Deuteronomy 31:6 says, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. And I want you to remember this verse too. Mark 9:24. Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief. So God can even help you believe and help your faith to become stronger. Can you remember that? All right, go back to your seats, boys and girls. God bless, and watch out for roosters.